Hello everyone, today we're gonna redesign the hero section again. So if you're new in this video, my name is Badolit. So let's get started. That's the first part of our tutorial. I'll leave the link of the Figma file in the description. You can find it in the description, and here you can see the YouTube link that you can watch. As you can see, in the previous video, we redesigned the only hero section. I've already updated my assets. I just added some few logos from the layout. I also added these forms. As you can see, in the previous video, it was named as subheading, and there was no body 2, and we've also added body 2. Today I'm not gonna start it from scratch. I'm gonna copy our previous design and paste it right over here. First, I'm gonna stretch it down, all the way down. I'm gonna copy this text and type it here. So that's gonna be our H2 from typography style. We're gonna choose H2, select all and H2. So that's pretty similar, huh? Then copy our long text, wherever, then paste it here, then select our in this case I'm gonna select body 2 because it makes more sense to select that one, and width, I'm gonna adjust to width so it looks good. Then I'm gonna select this one and paste it here. So to be honest, we can do like this. We could just copy this and paste it right here, but let's do it from scratch. It looks good for now, so let's go ahead and copy this one and paste it right over here. Let's go ahead and copy this one and paste it right over here. Select all and body 2, select all and body 2. So that's, and I'm gonna just copy the imagery from here and paste it right over here. From this panel you can add corner radius. We're gonna just select this full. It makes it perfect circle. I'm just gonna copy this and add all the layout. First we have to align it then, so it makes to work easier. Align. So adjust the width. So it looks perfect. And add the layout using Shift A. Okay, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna add all the layout. So I'm gonna select 32, so it looks solid. So I'm gonna select this to text and add all the layout, and that's gonna be 16. Wait, before we're gonna add spacing, we have to consider which is relevant. We didn't add this learn more button. That's gonna be our, I guess, just body 1. So select body 1 from here. So it looks pretty well. I'm gonna change the color a bit to maybe this color because it might look a bit, because it's a CTA, it means call to action, so it must be bottom. So go add the layout again So here is 16 and that's gonna be 32. And let's go ahead and rename them because frame 7 doesn't make sense. Just content, just go ahead and feature content text, okay? Because it's a feature section and that's gonna be our just feature, whatever we can like write, maybe write text, maybe whatever. So at least it does make sense. And we're gonna add other layout, align them. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna select auto first, then I'm gonna stretch it. Added auto to the spacing between, it automatically stretched out. So looks good. So let's go ahead and check the spacing. So here the spacing is 160 and in this case it's gonna be probably 120. That's gonna be 120 maybe. That makes sense. For now, later on we can change it. Okay, let's go ahead and design our trusted by section. So that's pretty easy. We just have to just copy and paste because we just redesigning it. I would say we're just copying it. Why we're copying it? Because we all are new in this Figma, and that's a tutorial for beginners. Let's select our H2. That looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and copy this logo. So let's copy all of them and paste it underneath the trusted by and add auto layout immediately. And select auto and select two elements, add auto layout again. And that's gonna be not 42, maybe like 32. And so that's gonna be fuel, that's correct. And that's gonna be that's gonna be centered, that's correct. So I'm gonna stretch it. You see, it behaves when I stretch it out. Because it must be filled and there must be also order. And you have to align it to the center. Not to the left or not to the right, to the center. So let's go. Only few things left. Let's go ahead and copy this thing. I mean, to be honest, just we can no, let's go ahead and do it from scratch because it will be more easier to understand for you. Select H2, it's already selected, that's perfect. Okay, that looks good for now. So let's go ahead and check the circle's size. It's 270 pixels. I'm gonna just select the rectangle and press O and using press shift and draw a circle. So I'm gonna select just 270 from the dimensions because that was the size, I guess. if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's right. So first of all, we got here name and specialty, and then the word from the teacher. So let's go ahead and write the name, whatever name. For example, is that's gonna be my name, Dolit Abdi Han, for example. Then the specialty, let's go ahead and write it. Any specialty, that's gonna be just maybe math teacher. Sorry guys, I'm rushing teacher, and the word is gonna be, let's select this thing because I don't have to generate a text from my, so that looks good. So as you can see, we can use here our H1, I guess. Let's go ahead and try it out because it looks very good. And for now, for this H2, that's gonna be maybe body 2 because that makes sense. So let's align a bit. So that looks good for now. Let's go ahead and add audio layout. I guess this a bit smaller. I'm gonna make it 200 and 200. So our goal is not copying everything. Our goal is just to learn how to do it, okay? So if I'm tweaking the designs, don't worry. You can do it as well. So if we look at this here, we can notice that these words are relevant rather than the circle. So I'm gonna just select them and add audio layout. Then that's gonna be 16. So guys, 16 works for us. And let's select text and wherever imagery or circle, add audio layout, and that's gonna be 32. So that's perfect. So let's go ahead and add some imagery from Unsplash. Unsplash is a great plugin if you're using to put some pictures randomly. Oh, it took so much time to download, to run this plugin. Let's go ahead and if human, any human, give us any human. It's loading. Select anyone. Select this guy. Okay, that looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, duplicate it. Okay, and duplicate it again. It seems they're too big for good. They're too big, yes. So because my name is too long. So let's go ahead and change this to H2, and this gonna be like body 2, and that's gonna be body 1. And I wanna make it a bolder, like semi-bold, not semi-bold, let's go bold maybe. So that looks good, and we can delete these stops and shrink it a bit so it looks good. And we can also select the previous one. Okay, it looks good. So guys, once again, our goal is not copying everything how it looks. Our goal is just to learn. If I'm changing it a lot, that's okay because we're learning it. Okay, add the layout. To be honest, we can select auto and just align it with the top, this layout. Okay, and we can also align it from the right. Okay, that looks good. So later on we're gonna adjust the spacing. And the last thing is the footer. So for footer, I'm just gonna do it faster. So let's go ahead and grab our logo and paste it here. It looks good for now. And for company name, as you can see, it consists with 2 blocks, and there's also other box that wraps everything, and there are also the bigger box that wraps 3 of them. Width of the every box is 284 and 284 and 280. It's not 284. Let's go ahead and type company. Company, maybe that looks good, and it's gonna be regular, not bold. It doesn't matter what we write. So we can copy it and like terms and conditions and privacy policy, etc., etc. We're not gonna do that because it's just time consuming. You got the point, I guess. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just select all of them, add out the layout, and tweak the spacing. That's gonna be 8. Let's delete them because I'm gonna duplicate it again. If you look at this frame, it has other frame, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add another frame. You see? So I'm gonna just select the size of it. This size is 284 pixels, so that's gonna be 284 as well. You see? And here we got spacing. It means like padding from the top, from the each side. If I'm not mistaken, there's no spacing. A little bit spacing from the top, and just spacing. There's a bit space between the items and between the. So we can just delete these spaces. If you want, we can add from the top, and from the bottom we don't need. So that's perfect. We're gonna just duplicate it and add out the layout again. It wraps everything, so that's very beautiful. I'm gonna stick with 20. So same thing here, added the layout again, and no, we didn't add. Oh, oops, sorry, what's that? Delete that thing. Add the layout. So we don't need spacing, so we don't need 20. Makes sense for us. And let's go ahead and do it like 248, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, let's check it again. 284, sorry guys, 284. Oops, that not that we want. It must be fixed because it's already there's selected fill container. If you select the fill container, it's gonna stretch it out. It's gonna fill the container all the way down. So we have to fix it. And then select the 284. Oops. So that looks good. And select everything, add the layout, and align them to the top left, and spacing that's gonna be auto. That looks very good for now, and that's pretty similar to this thing. So copyright and company name, let's go ahead and paste it right over here. We're not gonna write it again and again, so you get the point. I guess you can just type it or copy it from the layout from this frame. Let's go ahead and add the layout. So guys, as you can see, I'm not renaming them, so you can choose to rename them once you finish the job, or you can rename them while you're working with them. So I'm just gonna work super fast because this video gonna last to 20 minutes. So while I'm working here, I always rename them. You can watch my first video, or here I also renamed them. So I always recommend you renaming each layout once you've done. So rename, give it a name always, because you're gonna miss out. So right now we didn't wrap them. So how to wrap? We all know that is add the layout again. So let's go ahead and align it with the top layout. Stretch it. So you have to align it. So it looks pretty good for now. So last thing is just adjusting spacing between each section. You can select all and add other layout, or you can just tweak them from here. No. So in my case, I'm just gonna add auto layout and select the spacing that I want. That's gonna be 120 pixels for each of them. So sorry guys, here we did forget something. We didn't wrap them. Let's go ahead and wrap them, and that's gonna be not like 4D. That's gonna be. So let's go select and add auto layout again, and select the type the 120 pixels. Let's select them again, and that's already 120 pixels, and we can do a little bit of like this. So if you look at this, it has a little bit of padding, and it has this background color. How to do it? It's very simple. You can go ahead and click this layout and add spacing. For example, I'm gonna add 10 from each side, and go ahead and fill the frame, and you can select your desired color. For example, nope, that's not what we want. Sorry guys, we just forget. So nope, that's not what we want. So we have to give another wrapper from the outside, and we got add padding from each side, and we can fill it, and it looks like this. As you can see, it's adhering to the left side, and I want to add a padding from the left, from the left, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, that's gonna be like 20. So it looks solid. Is it centered? Let's go ahead and check. Yes, it's already centered. So it looks pretty good. So guys, as you can see, we just finished our designing. The concept was to learn how to use auto layout while you designing stuff. So the beauty of auto layout is organizing things and manipulating each section. So when you use auto layout, it will be much easier to manipulate large things. So I guess you got the point. If you had any questions, please comment below. I love to answer your questions. So that was the before. To be honest, I did this design before just for sake of tutorial, and I've redesigned it for this tutorial. So once again, this file will be available in the description. So you can go ahead and check it for free, and you can also learn it by tweaking these designs. So that's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe and comment below what kind of videos you like in the future. In the future, I definitely guarantee there will be more tutorials like this. Not only Figma tutorials, I'm gonna add also Webble tutorials and framing tutorials, as well as AI tutorials, how to use AIs and whatever. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it.